Hello, wonderful world. It's me again, Solara Green, and this time I'm with Otto Siegel, who is a genius coach extraordinaire. And this is the first time we've met up kind of face to face online because I've gotten your newsletters for years now, I think. And we probably connected because I wrote the Genius Game way back years ago
Yes,
and started to teach workshops on genius because I believe everyone has genius in them, and I know that's what you believe too. So, you also do work on longevity, which we're going to talk about as well. So, do you want to
yes,
just give us a quick intro of you, an overview of kind of what you do and how you do it?
yeah. So again, my name is Otto Siegel. I'm very happy to be invited on your podcast. That's amazing. We share the belief that there is true genius in everyone.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Germany. I also was a high school teacher, biology and chemistry. Then I
Oh,
taught in Sao Paulo, Brazil for
wow.
7 years, coming from Germany into Brazil.
There's a
I don't,
difference.
I no need to say more.
Yeah.
And I found longevity and physical immortality in 1990 in Munich.
Wow.
And I saw immediately this is not a new spiritual movement.
Yeah.
This is a complete way for humans to exist
Yeah.
because we all have this divine spark in us called life or called
Yeah.
DNA.
Yeah.
How dare we to accept it, to really own it, and to express it fully in our lives?
Yeah.
And that is still the fascinating motion in my life because I'm born very easily. I'm born to enjoy my life every day.
Fantastic.
That
Me
goes a
too.
long way.
It wasn't always that way for me, but it is now. I would say even since I unleashed genius in the world and in myself, there's a flow of vitality, energy, ideas, innovation, excitement that just comes through you that lifts
Yes,
you up and takes you to a different place in life.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the belief we share, and that's how we connected. It
Yeah.
works even without seeing each other personally. That's fascinating between you and me, and I so enjoy that.
Yeah, me too. I love it. Yeah. So I know that let's talk for a minute about because you work with children as well. You work with all ages, I could see.
Yes.
And you work with children as well, because years ago I was talking about ADHD and autism as the next level genius showing up in the world.
Hmm.
With combined with what I sense is an ultra sensitivity energetically. But
Yes.
it's the genius part. Once the genius part is released, there's something that really
Yeah.
happens. Is that what your experience is with it as well?
Absolutely, 100%. I
Mm,
started to work with children in Brazil already, and before that, who
yeah.
are bright and smart, but have learning difficulties or behavior challenges.
Yeah.
I call them brilliant misfits,
Oh, I love it. Yes.
and they know who they are in any age group.
Yeah.
So right now I work with clients from 7 to 77.
Wow.
And it's the same thing. Genius does not age.
Yeah.
Genius is the closest we can have to immortality because
Yeah.
people who are real geniuses are remembered beyond their lifespan. So there is some magic in genius. I call it M&M, magic and miracle.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's how
I saw on
genius
your
need.
website you wrote that genius does not want to retire, and I thought, yes, it doesn't ever want to stop.
Absolutely.
It just flows on through.
Because they know if they go with the retirement mentality, they go downhill
Yeah.
physically, mentally, emotionally. It's called aging. It's the most common disease that's worldwide.
Yeah.
And we need to find a cure for that.
And it's very much a mental process, aging. So
Very
I was
much.
just telling you, I came up with the term 2 days ago called agelessing
I love
because
that.
I feel very ageless
Yes.
and very full of life. And I loved what you said about the genius and longevity. It's the spark inside of us, and I believe that.
Yes.
It's like it lights that fire inside of us, and that spark just turns into a fire inside of us that fills our
Beautiful.
life.
Let the fire come out and
Yeah,
watch what happens.
yeah, exactly. And I love how you've got genius connected up with the ADD, autism, etc., but also with people who are not retiring in essence, but who want
Yes.
to live longer and longevity. So you've connected it up with all the fabric of life in a way, which is quite
I
beautiful.
love the way you say that because it's exactly how it happened in my life. I stumbled into it. First, I started with Einstein's famous quote, there is true genius in everyone.
Yep,
I believe him.
I do
I
too.
said, what is it? Tell me, where is it hiding? Is it the soul? Is it the spirit? What is it?
Yeah.
Then I found out, no, 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 it's biology. It is
Oh,
DNA. Okay.
oh, interesting.
The DNA is the only thing that's passed down from generation to generation forever.
Yeah.
And that DNA must have the code for talents, for strength, not only for our eyesight and our color of our eyes and our fingernails. There's
Yeah.
much more to that.
Yeah.
Where we can manifest it? If it's written on DNA, show it to me.
Yeah.
So my life's mission is to activate it on a biological level because
Oh,
it's uniquely different, just like our fingerprint. It's not the same. Genius is unique,
it
individual,
is.
powerful.
Yes.
And if you don't live it, then the body shows symptoms like ADHD,
Yeah.
like OCD, or like autism. And you name it, all the symptoms in the world, for me, hide genius.
Yeah.
What we do, they are labels. What we do, we peel off the labels. Underneath is always a brilliant person, guaranteed.
Absolutely. I am with you 100% on that because, and I see that it's so unique in people that what it's done with me as I kept exploring and unfolding genius in the world is I stopped wanting to teach directively to people because what happened in the workshops that I do, whether it was online or in person, these amazing things would come out of people when they'd be bold enough to dare to say. And I was like, oh my God, like this is an exploration, a co-creation with genius unleashed in everyone. And
Yeah,
it's so unique, you don't want to stifle that uniqueness. You want to bring it forth and get it included in the mix of what's being created, you know? So
so
I call
true.
it collaborative genius fusion is what I do with
Oh, I love that.
people. Yeah. Feel free
You
to
are
use it. Yeah.
you are so good with creative language. I
Yeah,
love
I
that about
love
you.
putting language to new concepts. So collaborative genius fusion is you take the best from everybody and you merge it. You do not, no idea is thrown away. And you
Absolutely.
merge it into a kind of pot of
Yes.
something and something greater emerges out of
Yeah.
the whole thing.
And then there's the magnetic part in genius as well,
Yeah.
which means it draws to each other.
Yeah.
And you and I are a brilliant example. We draw each other through newsletters for years
Yes.
now
Yeah.
until we finally meet today. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. Would you call that synergy or would you call that more than that?
I call it magic.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more than synergy because we both are born to have great missions on this planet and we
Yeah.
accepted it.
Yeah.
That's the good
That
news.
saying yes to what, even if you don't, if someone doesn't know what their mission is, saying yes to it is the best way to start.
Absolutely.
Because everything will then show up and come to you, and the right opportunities will come out, and the genius starts to come out naturally if you do
Yeah.
things you love and you're drawn towards and are
Yeah.
passionate about, you know?
So what I did with this genius thing when I woke up myself,
Yeah.
I took it to the next level. First, I wrote a book about it, of course. Yes, you're a genius, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
My partner Susanna Lang and I, we did it together. At
Yeah.
that time, we were in business together. And then I wanted to prove it. So I wanted to help people find what it is because
Yeah.
people tell me over and over, I don't have anything. Genius is not me. That's right, but you hide it. How do you hide it? In our book, we
Exactly.
had 22 hiding places for genius in our book.
Wonderful.
So,
I,
and then once we peel off this label, the light comes on in these people's life.
yeah.
Finally, I know my purpose. I know my direction. My depression goes down to a level I can manage easily because I have a
Yep.
reason to get up every morning.
Yep.
So these practical daily life happenings, that excites me as a long-term result,
Yeah.
not in a quick fix.
Yeah, I would talk about it when I'm talking to people about it as a closed up energetic, like you say, hiding. That's exactly the same thing. It's like people do this to themselves. You know, maybe it comes from some experience in school as a kid, or some teacher said something to you, or somebody criticized, whatever, and we go like this.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of center point of our universe, sort of
Mhm.
thing, and it's where the
Mhm.
flow the
Yeah.
spark comes from.
And most children have that when they grow up naturally.
Yeah.
That is this being in awe feeling
Yes.
about a caterpillar, about the sun coming up,
Yeah.
about the moon revolving around the earth. How does it happen? They
Yeah.
do this. Wow.
Yeah. You see that in kids, don't you? And then you don't
Yes.
want to see that spark go. And it's wonderful to watch it when that happens for kids, when they can hang on to it and their parents
Yeah.
work towards them hanging on to it. So,
And that makes my day. I have about 20,000 coaching hours under my belt,
wow.
and I look forward to the next one.
Oh, yeah, that's so exciting. I love it. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
really found where yours is,
Yeah.
haven't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Every day. It
Well,
energizes me. It fuels my soul.
I mean, because the title of my podcast now is The Future, Good, Bad, or Absolutely Fabulous. How do you think that genius and the work you're doing on longevity and all of that at all the ages, how do you think that fits into the future we're co-creating?
Seamlessly. Because, first of all, for the future to be fabulous, we need more geniuses.
Yeah,
Geniuses have a more important calling than ever in history.
yeah,
Now we have all the toys to play with, which means second communication between here and London and AI now, all this kind of stuff. We have a life standard that is unheard of in human history. We
yes,
have selections when it comes to food, to supplements that no generation before us had.
yeah,
But we need to have genius between our ears to use it and not
yeah,
to abuse it against ourselves.
yeah,
Because intelligence and genius is a two-edged sword. It can work for you or against you.
yeah.
We know these famous destructive geniuses like Hitler, the most famous one, okay? Absolutely self-destructive and everybody around him in
Mm.
masses.
Yeah,
That's evil genius. We need to have genius redefined that
yeah,
looks forward to life-giving.
yes.
That's where longevity comes in because once I'm 80 years old and I see, oh, this is really cool. I want to be 100. When I'm 100 years old, I want to be 101 because I'm still vibrant and alive and do speeches and everything. That just is really good. I make good money
Yeah,
because I'm a coach for this talent group as well, of course.
yeah.
But figured out as a longevity coach, my reputation gets stronger the more years I accumulate.
Oh, I get that. Yeah. Because you and I both discovered we're both about to turn 75 in the next 2 months.
Exactly.
And yet, I, I don't feel 75. I don't you do either, right?
No.
Because when
I'm
you get this opening, this this burst of the spark of life that comes from the core of us, you get vitality, you get flow, you get ideas, you get momentum. And I do think the future is a co-creative adventure with us all.
I love
And the
that.
more we can be in that space of allowing our own unique genius to contribute to that
Mhm.
creation, the better the world will be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And personally, I want to have so much fun that I forget to die.
I love the way you put things. I'm
Because
with you.
if it's not joyful, I don't want to live longer.
I agree
Okay.
completely. Yeah,
I don't want to live longer in a decrepit stage. No, I
yeah.
prepare every day for my bright future. And my bright future is one day at a time.
Fantastic. Wow.
This is what I can control. These incremental steps every day. This
Yeah,
slow habit change every day, accumulating, accumulating, accumulating.
yeah. Do you
And that
find that people, the more genius they let fly, that the more they love life, the more they do things they love, the more energy and vitality they have?
only if they embrace who they really are.
Say some more.
Yeah, only if they see the big picture and feel it in their heart and soul.
Right.
Otherwise, they're bystanders from the outside. They're watching other people.
Say some more about that too.
If I include myself, I say, yes, this is an adventure.
Yeah,
Yes, there's no guaranteed outcome. Yes, nobody in human history ever did it. I'm like the Rogers Bannister breaking the 4 minute mile.
yeah,
Okay, before he did it, doctors told him the body would explode if I break the 4 minute mile.
yeah.
And once he did it, within the first 2 weeks, 11 people broke the record.
Oh my goodness, isn't that wonderful?
Okay.
Yeah,
Before somebody could, before the Wright brothers, nobody talked about flying. It
yeah,
was a dream, but all the religious people made a big deal out of it. God would have given us wings if we would need to fly, blah, blah, blah. And look where we are 100 years later.
yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. Yeah.
Only 100 years. So before, I'm here to break the age barrier. That's exciting
Yes.
for me. Okay,
Yeah.
that's exciting. And I don't do it alone. I'm with a community of 65 people here in town, plus all over the world on
Fantastic.
the social media. and I'm part of this vibrant community. We organize a annual a convention,
Ooh,
the Radfest, Revolution Against Aging and Death.
oh, amazing.
I will
Wow.
send you a link. You are definitely part of this community, girl.
Well, because I used to think this would have been maybe 10 years ago. I would think I'm good in life. This was really before I really got into the super flow of genius. So I think I'm good in life. I'm enjoying it. I'm contributing. And I can't wait till I go over and experience a whole amazing universe of wonders, right? But now that I'm in genius flow, I'm like, this amazing universe of wonders, I'm helping to co-create. I'm here for the long haul, as long as I'm good and healthy and fit and able to flow my energy and
Yeah,
genius into the world.
love it.
It's exciting.
Love
Yeah. And but I no longer believe that we die and that's it. We're over. And I'm like,
it.
oh my God, there's so much to come. There's so many
This is
adventures and
absolutely,
creations.
this is too much fun.
But
I'm here to create heaven on earth. I won't wait for heaven. I
yeah,
created it on earth.
that's funny you say that because yesterday I did a podcast with Martin Root, who runs projectheavenonearth.com.
Oh,
And
wow.
he's written a book on it. He also was a co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul at Work.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so it's interesting. You and he might want to connect. You can look at his podcast that I did yesterday with him because they're saying a lot of similar things.
I,
You know,
lo- hmm?
yeah, really exciting. So
I wrote it down.
talk to me a bit more about the longevity and where you see that taking the future of us all.
Longevity in the meantime became a huge trend internationally because people want to live longer. More and more
Yeah,
people reach their 60s, 70s, and 80s in perfect health
yeah,
and
even
wonder,
hundreds now. They're in
yes,
100.
in
Yeah,
US, in Europe too, we have more centenarians than ever.
yes, I'm seeing
They're
that.
not in good shape, I have to admit.
Some
Most of them
are and
not in
some
good
aren't. A
shape.
lot
Some
aren't,
are.
but some are in really pretty decent
Yeah.
shape. Yeah.
I saw a 106-year-old TED speaker in action. She was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
160.
106.
Oh, 106. Oh God. I
106.
was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say 60. That's like really breaking the barrier. So
Not yet.
yeah. Yeah,
The
yeah.
barrier is still 125
Wow. But
to
you have
break.
to have a love of life. That spark has to be lit in you, I think, to
Yes.
be
Yeah,
vibrant at these ages.
absolutely.
And for me, like you talk about, like you say, grow bolder, not older, is what you talked
Mhm.
about. I looked at it on your website. And I think the ability to create whatever it is, it doesn't have to be artistic necessarily. Like I'm just published my 19th book. I'm about to do my 20th. Like I'm good way
Wow.
into it already. And they come easy. That's part of the benefits of genius for me is I just get an idea, put my fingers to the keyboard, and boom, out comes this stuff word for word, like it's not channeling. It's me. I can tell it's me, but it's kind of prepped already for me, perhaps by my
Beautiful.
greater self or something, but it just kind of flows on through me, and it's such a delight to
Hmm.
do. So it doesn't take me a year to write a book. The 19th book is called Redesigning the Future of Global Civilization. I started it in December. I published it on January 1st.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's not huge, huge, huge. It's 90 pages, but still
That's
it
amazing.
and I did that by still having Christmas and going places and all that stuff and that it just
Mhm.
flows out of you once your genius is unleashed. You can do things with a much greater ease and joy in life.
That is so true.
Yeah.
You're much more efficient, you get more done in less time, and
Oh,
higher quality
absolutely.
of work.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what would you say one big thing you'd like to say to people about unleashing their genius into the world?
Number one, find out what it really is.
Yeah,
Okay. Don't guess or play around with it. Maybe it could be. First of all, be sure you have one.
yeah.
Number two, find out what it is.
Yep.
And number three, find like-minded people.
Yay. And
Because
how
people
would you
around you,
suggest they find out what it is? Because that's often tricky for people. A lot of people will go, I don't know what my purpose is.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to get by or just trying to make money and take care of my family, whatever. But
Yeah,
genius unlocks the door to something. So how would they find out
absolutely.
what it is?
The simplest way I can say it's for free to get a glimpse of it, to get the gist of it. Go
Yeah.
to geniuscoaching.com, scroll down on my homepage and do the Genius Challenge quiz.
Oh,
Very
nice. Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
And then you get oh, I didn't think about that from
Yeah.
different angles.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have the spark to search further and don't stop before you have it. That's very important.
Brilliant. And I
Don't give
think
up.
I read on your website too, and I would say this as well. It kind of showed up in people as a kid, and it shows up naturally as the things you're kind of drawn to.
Yes.
That we put aside to go live a normal life and make money and do all those kind of things. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't do that because I need to make money." But often when you find out what that natural instinct is in you, then
Yeah.
that's there. Because me, I was interested in writer as a probably a 7, 8 year old kid, and
Uh-huh.
then got it lost through the education system over the years
It
completely.
degeniusized you.
Yeah, and then picked it up back in my late 40s.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Same thing here. As a 5-year-old boy, I had a game I played over and over again. I lined up all my stuffed animals on the windowsill and gave them
Ooh.
speeches
Oh,
about
I love it. And you're a
anything.
public speaker as well, aren't you?
Yes, guess what I do today? Just that.
That's so brilliant.
And then he gets covered up by the school system, of course. You do
Yeah.
this, you do that to get your certification, to get your degree at university. And as always, in me, there was this mantra was cooking. There must be more than this. There must be more than this. Almost
Oh,
like my heartbeat. There must be more than this. And it
wow.
sometimes it drove me crazy
Wow.
until in my 40s, coming back from Brazil, from the high life of my life as a teacher, had a nervous breakdown. I call
Oh,
it now I call it a nervous breakthrough, looking back to
yes.
it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just could not teach anymore. Here I was, back to Germany with 3 kids, 8, 9, and 12, just bought a house, and I tell everybody in the world I cannot teach anymore. They told me you must be crazy, and I was. So cut out from the
Yeah.
family. Lucky me, I met People Unlimited exactly in that same year.
Oh,
Whenever
fantastic.
on the deepest crisis, there's the deepest response. I
Yeah.
had to dig deeper. What else is true of me besides teaching?
Yeah.
Then I found this talent I had. Whenever I took over a new class at the beginning of the school year, I made it a point to figure out who are the smart ones.
Yeah.
They all have ADHD, they all have OCD, they all
Yeah.
have one of those things, these plagues. They
Yeah.
act up as a class clown or they close down completely and go into themselves.
Yeah.
These are the kids that I was drawn to. I
Yeah.
pulled them out after
Brilliant.
class, we had conversations, and then before you know it, I had a program going on Saturdays for gifted children with learning challenges or behavior problems.
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
And that's how it started.
Yeah.
Okay. And on parent teacher day, the parents waited outside of my office. They didn't want to talk about grades. They came in and said, "What do you do with these kids?" And my daughter come as well. She's the same.
Yeah. That's
That's how genius coaching
wonderful.
was born. I couldn't be a life coach. I couldn't be a business coach. I couldn't be executive coach, even
Yeah.
though I coach all these people
Yeah.
for their genius,
Yes. I love it. I absolutely love
independent of
it.
age,
Yeah.
because it shows up everywhere. It's written on DNA. I'm a biologist, understand DNA.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Oh, that's fantastic. For me, I find my genius is kind of like a scattergun. It's
Oh,
like
really?
it doesn't stick on any one topic. I think if I was going to narrow it down, I would say my genius is sourcing breakthroughs in any area that will elevate and evolve the human race.
And your genius is giving that language.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, that's one of my skills is that yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
one minute I'm on genius, the next minute I'm on transformation, the next minute I'm on transcendence, the next minute I'm on being, the
Yeah.
next minute I'm on consciousness, and I
Yeah.
just keep moving around to whatever the breakthrough is that's
Yeah.
next, that's calling us
Yeah.
to take us into a bright and brilliant future together. So,
So the next brilliant breakthrough is physical immortality
oh, nice. Yeah.
to break the age barrier once and for all.
Because I think you and I have done a pretty good job, and some others too, probably in the world, but a pretty good job of getting genius
Yeah.
unleashed in the world.
I think you and I made it through puberty.
Yeah. Well, tell me how people can get in touch with you.
Say it again.
Tell me how people can get in touch with
Oh,
you.
the easiest way is geniuscoaching.com.
Yep.
Enjoy our website. It's already colorful. And if you want to get personally in touch with me, there's a tab called Connect with Me. And you
Nice.
can set up on the calendar for a free 20 minutes or 30 minutes exploration session. We can
Fantastic.
explore longevity. We can explore the genius, of course, the genius in you, because I have a skill to diagnose genius or find the spark of it in 10 minutes or less.
Yay. Oh, I love it. That's a real talent. That's a genius itself right there.
Yeah, I'm
That's
very
pretty
proud of
good.
it.
Yeah,
So, and I'm a
brilliant.
talker, as you can tell. I
And
want to
I saw as
help
well
people.
that you train coaches in longevity coaching as well,
Yes,
which is a very unique thing to do. So, do you want to
yes,
say anything about that?
yes. I train people to become longevity coaches. Preferably, I coach them first in their own longevity.
Ah, nice. Yeah,
Okay, because then you have roots. Otherwise, it could be an idea, and you convey an idea to
yeah,
somebody else. That's not it.
yeah.
Their own model, I call it behavior modeling. That's what counts and sticks.
Brilliant.
So I invite them first to become my client if they qualify for genius coaching.
Yep.
We do evaluation sessions first. And if they do that, then they embody the whole thing.
Yeah. You have to
And
live it,
then,
don't you? You have to
yes,
live
you
it.
have to live it. Otherwise, it's not authentic.
Yeah, I agree
And there's so
completely.
much going on in the longevity world that's not authentic.
Yeah,
But and I encourage them, man, you have the benefits first. Do you live
yeah,
longer?
yeah,
And by that, how you do this every day, you invite people in a conversation how they want to do it every day.
yeah.
That's the only thing that interests me in coaching, to bridge the gap between all the knowledge and insight we have and practical life.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because it's all about living on this planet, being
Yes,
fully alive, contributing what there's yours to contribute, and being in the flow and loving life.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So, any
simple.
last words you'd like to share with all those who will be watching?
I just encourage all of you, find out about your genius, discover it, enjoy it every day, and live long and prosper.
Thought you were going to do the hand sign.
Exactly. How
Uh,
was it? This one.
That's a good one. I can't do it. Good for you. That's brilliant. I love it. Oh, thanks so much for joining me. It's been wonderful talking with you and getting to meet you face to face. It's so exciting. Yep.
Thank you. I feel the same here. It was a pleasure to talk to you and to enjoy our interaction.
Thanks a lot. And thanks for listening, everybody who's watching this video. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.